Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another melted video, and this week is the week that I decided to do fruity that was not fizzy. So basically, like for me, I generally gravitate towards fruity and fizzy. Like that's like one of my favorite scent types, as you guys probably know. So when I get fruity, when I like reach for fruity, it's usually something that's like mixed with fizzy pop or something of that nature. But I tend to leave some of these fruity scents that are delicious that don't have fizz in them in the background. So I tried to pull things on purpose that did not have fizzy in them. There are a couple of things that I didn't grab the packaging for whatever reason. So I'll go over them now real quick. So the first one was Glitterati Wax Green Apple. The reason for this was I was given this in a random act of kindness along with a sugar scrub, and the oils from the sugar scrub leaked all over the packaging to the green apple wax. And it didn't affect the scent at all, but it affected the packaging. Like the packaging was just soaked in oils and stuff from this sugar scrub. So literally I opened it, I pulled the wax chunk out, and I tossed the packaging because I didn't want to get fragrance oil all over everything. So that's why I don't have the bag to that. But that was just a sweet, tart green apple scent, pure and simple. I absolutely love a green apple scent. It did throw like crazy. I just melted it yesterday. And Glitterati performs very, very well in my house, as you guys know. It threw at about a 9 out of 10. Smelled really good. I love a sweet tart green apple, and I enjoyed it. And I don't really know what else to say about that one. The other one that the packaging that I didn't pull for whatever reason was the Grinch by Vintage Chic Scents, which is a cranberry orange mulberry moscato. It's a very tart, fruity, slightly boozy scent. I melted it in my bedroom. It performs really well all the time. It's one of my top Vintage Chic Scents throwers. So I'm going to give that one like a 9 out of 10. Sometimes even a 10 out of 10 depending on which warmer I use it in. In my bedroom it tends to be a 9 out of 10. Smelled amazing, through all night long, and I love that one. And I have quite the stockpile of that one, so I didn't pull that packaging. But everything else should be here. So I melted Jack and Rose by the Posh Olive. This is a honeydew cotton candy blend. I melted this in my bedroom. And I love this blend because it is, there's a lot of vendors that have a honeydew cotton candy blend. I love this one because it's stronger on the honeydew. Like you still get some sweetness from the cotton candy, but this is predominantly a melon scent. And this did very well. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 in my bedroom. I do have more of it, obviously, and then I just recently bought some scent shots of it, too. Absolutely love this blend. Would recommend it anytime. Will repurchase this one. Oh, and I guess I should say that the Grinch, obviously, if I have a stockpile, it would be a repurchase. And Green Apple by Glitterati, if I had the opportunity to get it, would absolutely repurchase that one as well. But Jack and Rose, about an 8 out of 10. And let's see. Illuminati by the Purple Fox. This is a super popular blend of hers that smells freaking amazing on cold. It's like a strawberry and fresh pineapple blend. I think there's a couple other little things in there too. But it's a really, really fresh, fruity blend. Now, that being said, unfortunately, I got little to no performance in my house. Now that's really rare for me with Purple Fox. Most of her stuff throws at least a 7, 8, 9. And some of her stuff throws at a 10 or even stronger than a 10 for me. This one, I'm going to put it like a 4. There were only like maybe 2 times at all during the entire time I was melting it that I could smell it. And it was me making a concentrated effort to smell it. Now that being said, I know it's me, I know it's my house, I know it's an anomaly because this is a super popular scent that a lot of people dearly, dearly love. So this, I don't want this to be off-putting anyone off of the Purple Fox because I truly love her stuff. It's just this was a miss for me in my house, but I know a lot of people love it. Let's see. Bluebird Cafe by Vintage Chic Scents. This is her Fresh Pick Strawberry Blend. This one, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. It had a little bit longer than a 6-month cure time, so it performed very well. As far as the scent, no, I would give this an 8 out of 10. Now that I'm remembering walking around the house and smelling it, I'd give this an 8 out of 10. This is a really, really good Fresh Pick Strawberry Blend. It's actually one that I've only melted myself by itself a couple of times. I've melted Bluebird Cafe blended with other things, but on its own, I've only experienced it a couple of times. So this is lovely. I'm really glad that I have a loaf of it. But I would give this a solid 8 out of 10 now, thinking about walking around my house and how I was able to smell it from room to room. Great blend. Great blend. And would absolutely repurchase, and I have repurchased it. I have it in a loaf. Let's see here. Illuminati I wouldn't repurchase. I know a lot of people would, but Illuminati from Purple Fox is not one that I would repurchase just because of the way it performed in my house. Let's see. Dynamite Roll by Bento Wax Company. This is another just Fresh Pick Strawberry scent. This was super strong. This one I give a 9 out of 10. And they were sushi rolls, 3 little sushi rolls. When I did my haul, I said I wasn't sure if I was going to cut them in half or melt them whole. I did end up melting them whole, and it threw at a 9 out of 10, but only for about 4 hours. And then I ended up changing my wax to something else because I couldn't smell it at all anymore. So not a whole lot of longevity on this one, at least for me, but the strength was there. Like, it was good and strong for about 4 hours, and then it went to nothing. That is probably going to be okay for most people because I think most people probably change their wax about every 4 hours. I tend to wait like 6 to 8 hours. So that's why I noticed this, because it completely petered out into nothing after 4 and I had to change the wax, which isn't a big deal, but just maybe something to keep in mind. As far as the scent, yes, I would repurchase Dynamite Roll. I melted Bali High by Golden Willow Waxes. Pineapple, acai, yuzu, and passion fruit. This was a small bee bar, which is almost like it's like this big bar of wax. And melted this all around the house. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. I could definitely smell it all throughout the house. It was beautiful scent. Beautiful, beautiful fruity scent. Very tropical. I really enjoyed this. Would absolutely repurchase this if she offered it again. And I'm actually kind of mad that I'm out of it now because I really enjoyed that. Sex on the Beach by the Glitterati Candle Company. This is just a fruity tropical blend, kind of like the drink, like a Sex on the Beach drink, which is like cherry and orange and pineapple. There's like a bunch of different stuff that goes into a Sex on the Beach. I've had this before in a chunk and it threw really well. This chunk didn't. I don't know if I had gotten this in a D-stash, so I don't know if maybe it wasn't stored properly, or I really don't know what happened. But Glitterati's wax is always, for me, at either a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, unless it's an anomaly. This one I'm going to give a 4 to a 5 out of 10. I had a really difficult time with this one, smelling it. And it's crazy because I've had this scent before and it performed really well. So I don't know what was going on with this one, but this one was pretty unscented. Now, that being said, based on the fact that I've had this before, I would totally buy Sex on the Beach again. because this is not the usual performance. I don't know what was going on with that chunk. Let's see here. Do the other Glitterati, Walking on Sunshine. And this one, I remembered the notes until I had to say them out loud. I know it's like an orange smoothie type scent. I don't know if this is the one that has like orange, I think it's orange sherbet. Dang it, I can't remember, but it's a fruity, like a smoothie type scent. This one threw at a 9 out of 10, melted it all around the house. Love this one. Would absolutely repurchase, and I have repurchased it, or I've got other chunks of it. So this one is one that I really, really, really like and enjoy melting, and it's a 9 out of 10 every time. Girl Boss from the Posh Olive, orange raspberry ice cream. So this one, this was a weird one. I melted, so it was in a pack of roses, just like Jack and Rose. So it had 4 roses. I took out 3 of the roses and I melted them all around the house one evening. And I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10. It wasn't a great experience. I had a hard time smelling it. I was able to smell it a little bit in the background, but nothing crazy. And that's kind of not what I was anticipating with a scent, especially with this orange and raspberry, because it's super strong on cold. So I'm not sure what was going on with it, but I didn't get the greatest experience. And then I melted the last rose in my bedroom. One evening when I was in there cleaning up, I threw it in, decided I'll go ahead and finish this package, and I had like a 9 out of 10 experience in my Scentsy bulb warmer in my bedroom. It threw like crazy in there. So I don't know. I know her wax tends to do really well in my bedroom, but I've also had it all around the house when it's done really well. So I don't know what was going on with the inconsistency of this particular scent. Would I buy it again? Yeah, it was a good scent. It was a really, really nice scent. If nothing else, I might like to have another 4-pack to melt in my bedroom. But that was a weird experience, that it went from like I could barely smell it all throughout the house to it was kicking in my bedroom. I don't know. I melted Caribou Lou by Cosmic Cleanse Sensations. This is actually one of my blends from the playlist sampler. Pineapple juice, coconut, and rum. Melted half a scent shot in my bedroom. This smells like a pina colada. I mean, honestly, that's really what it smells like. And it did throw at a 9 out of 10. Heidi's Wax usually does. And it smells really good. And I would absolutely repurchase this one in a heartbeat. I like this one in body care, actually. I'd like to have this in a like a whipped soap. I think that would be a really good one in like a whipped soap. And then I melted Backwoods Barbie in my bedroom. This is Satsuma Strawberry and Cotton Candy Frosting. This is a classic. One of Kirby's like best-selling scents ever that people request all the time. I melted a piece about this big in my bedroom. And Backwoods Barbie always throws it a solid 8 out of 10. It's not slamming me against the wall. It's not a 10 out of 10 or a 12 out of 10 or one of those super strong scents. But it is always a nice scent to have around, and it's solid. It's a solid performer. I know if I put in a piece of Backwoods Barbie, I'm going to have a good time. And so, I would absolutely repurchase this all the time. I have it. Obviously, you know, I have more in this bag, and then I have some, like, Bombshell blends that have Backwoods Barbie in them. I love Backwoods Barbie. It's a great scent. And so, yes, would always recommend this one. And then I melted Elmo's World. And Elmo's World is a strawberry pomegranate tropical fruit blend, I believe. Now this one was one when I hauled it, which I think was in like a January or February video. I had said that I didn't like this as much as I thought I was going to. On cold, I didn't like this as much as I wanted to. Like, it smells like fresh, I don't know. It's almost so sweet on cold. It's almost so sweet that it's sour. Now, that may not make any sense, but you know, Lushies, if I have any Lushies watching, the scent of, what is that scent? Yummy, yummy, yummy. That like sweet, sweet, sweet strawberry scent. That scent to my nose comes off as sour. Like it's so sweet that it's off-putting, and I can't stand it. So if you know what that smells like, that's how I feel about Elmo's World on cold. Like, it's almost off-putting. Now, that being said, when I melted it, I liked it a lot better. I like this a lot better on warm. This is a nice, like, strawberry punch scent. And I melted a piece probably about this size in my bedroom. It threw for the, you know, the normal amount of time that VCS throws, which is 6 to 8 hours. And it threw at a solid 8 out of 10, which is normal for VCS. And so, I mean, I'm going to keep this. Would I go out of my way to repurchase this? Probably not, because it's not that unique of a scent. You know, she has a lot of other scents that kind of smell like this. But I'm going to enjoy what I have. And I don't, like, I was actually kind of scared to melt this, to be honest. And I was considering destashing it because of how I felt about it on cold. But my melting experience of it was much, much better. So I will totally keep what I have and melt what I have. And I would recommend Elmo's World. I enjoyed it very, very much, surprisingly. And then finally, my final melt was Sunset in July by Rose Girls. Blue Hawaiian Cherry Berry Punch, Satsuma, and Pineapple. And I took the smallest pie slice. So as you can see, the pie slices kind of vary. Like, this one's huge. This one's on the smaller side. And then the one that I took was the smallest. And I divided it up into 3 pieces. I can get anywhere from 3 to 5 pieces out of a pie slice, just depending on the size of the pie slice. So with the smaller one, I got 3, melted it throughout the house. It was a daytime melt. I saved this one for last. It was my favorite thing I melted all week. 12 out of 10. Absolutely super strong throw. Super fruity, super delicious. I knew there was a reason I got a whole pie of this blend. It's so freaking good. You really get that tropical blue Hawaiian, that yummy cherry berry punch Hawaiian punch blend, the Satsuma, and then the pineapple. Like, you get all of it. It is an amazing, amazing, amazing fruity scent. I recommend this all the time. I recommend this to people all the time. If she is pouring Sunset in July and you like fruit, you gotta get Sunset in July. But this was the standout for the entire week for me as far as the scent strength and the performance, and I'm super excited that I have more of it because that was a stellar melting experience. But that is it. That is it for this week, and I am caught up on melting videos. I got to put together a new melting basket for Instagram. It's 4th of July today, so happy 4th of July. And I'm melting patriotic melts today, so it's not a melting basket. I'm just pulling stuff that like looks pretty and is red, white, and blue. So I'll start a new melting basket tomorrow, and we should be good to go. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.